The main character is a cultured manga artist, and he have a beautiful editor with a massive asset. The female editor have a good and caring personality, so the main character was very blessed to have such coworker. Then the female editor gets close to the main character, and the main character warned her that he might stink, because he haven't take a bath. She tried a sniff test, so she was invading the main character's personal space. The main character's kraken was awakened from its slumber. So, he immediately gets up, and went to the bathroom to escape. Then the main character took a bath, and he was thinking about his female editor. His legendary sword gained the standing position from getting motivated by his imagination. Therefore, he performed a single-handed gameplay, and unconsciously, he was saying the name of his female editor aloud. Then he created a big bang explosion. The door was not locked for the sake of the story, and the female editor entered the bathroom at the right time, so she got some collateral damage from the explosion. The main character apologized, and made excuses that his cultural instinct was awakened, because of his cultured manga work. Then the main character was trying to leave the scenario. However, she wanted him to stay, since it's about his manga, she wanted to help him by giving him some real-life examples. The female editor was unboxing herself, and it was now the time for some cultural activities. Then the main character performed a solo performance, and she was watching his handicraft skills. The female editor feel the increasing temperature in her system. So, she got motivated to do a solo performance too. The main character wanted to focus on watching her performance, but she declined his request. Then the main character explained that watching her performance is for research purposes. So, she allowed the main character to watch, because it was for the sake of making a better cultured manga. Then she turned the main character's face into the luckiest chair in the world. The main character was watching in Ultra 4K high definition. Therefore, he got motivated to devour the fresh oyster in front of him. Then she decided that she will also have a meal, so she was devouring a hot dog. In addition, they formed the 69,000 feeding frenzy situation. Then the main character was drinking the crystal clear mineral water, while the female editor enjoyed a fresh creamy milkshake, and she created a shower of glittering gold. After that, she told the main character to ask her again when he needed some real-life reference for his cultured manga work. In the next scenario, the main character called his female editor, because he needed her help. Then she went to the main character's place to offer assistance. The female editor made the main character watch an educational video of culture, but the main character was not getting that much inspiration from this video material. So, the female editor suggested that she will role play as a wife in apron. Then the main character agreed, and she happily accepted the task. The female editor changed into an apron-only combat uniform, and she started role-playing as the wife, and she was now cleaning the house. This was a great inspiration for the main character's art. However, he keeps on getting distracted by her assets. So, the main character's legendary sword was standing in the battle position. Then her ultra instinct made her detect that menacing aura immediately, so she quickly goes to the main character to give him a helping hand, because this was part of her duty as a wife. The married life simulator was giving the main character a neuron activation, so he wanted to perform the main event. Then she allowed the main character to enter her underground cave without wearing any proper protective equipment, because it was a safe place today. The main character and the female editor performed the clapping exercise, and the main character was giving her the rod of destruction, because he can't control the power of his legendary sword. Then the female editor received an overflowing fresh milkshake. After that events, the main character asked his female editor if she do this kind of special assistance to other manga artists, since he wanted to exclusively receive this kind of assistance from her. Instead of answering his question, she told him that it's a secret. One day, the main character's cultured manga got a movie adaptation, so he went to the studio to observe the shoot. Then the female actress was this blonde lady. The main character gave his business card, and he was very nervous. The blonde lady have an attracting appeal, so the main character was blushing. After that, the female editor was very annoyed with the main character's reaction. So, the main character decided to give her an explanation. Then he secretly told the female editor that the blonde lady was his former classmate. The female editor thinks that the blonde lady might recognize the main character. However, the main character thinks that the blonde lady did not notice, since he don't stand out. In addition, the main character admits that he was a fan of the blonde lady, since her debut as a cultured actress. After learning all of that information, the female editor started to act jealous. Meanwhile, the blonde lady decided to take a bathroom break. The female editor was still irritated, so the main character decided to go to the restroom to break free from the awkward situation. As usual, the door was not locked, so the main character opened the door, and saw the blonde lady giving herself some self-support. The main character tried to escape the place, but she stopped him from leaving. Then she told the main character that this self-exercise was part of her warm-up session, and she wanted the main character to join her. This was a very tempting offer for the main character as her fan, because this might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, the main character agreed to join. Then she gave the main character a melon massage therapy, and her professional skill have made the main character into a volcanic eruption of his build-up stress. The blonde lady performed the Gulp Gulp 3000, and she was harvesting every drop of organic milkshake. After that, the main character was still carrying a full battery. So, she invited the main character to enter the gateway of her paradise. Then the main character was not able to hold back his natural desire, and he became a cave diver. The blonde lady offered the melons from her front yard garden, and the main character started devouring the melons. Then the blonde lady was riding on the iron Pegasus, but she wanted the main character to do some hard work. Therefore, the main character gave her the rod of destruction, and the blonde lady was generating some cow noises. Eventually, the blonde lady received a donation of creamy milkshake. After that, they returned and acted like nothing happened. Then the main character went to the blonde lady, and he told her that they were former classmates. She told the main character that she knows all along, and she even remembers that they were seatmates back then. In the next scenario, the main character went to the apartment of a female artist, and this white-hair lady was the mentor of the main character. Then the main character was helping her finish her work, because he felt grateful to her, since he learned cultured manga from her. Back then, the main character works as her assistant, and he was also her research material for details about male characters. Then in the current timeline, she wanted some reference material again from the main character. She don't want to use other men for her research, since she wanted the main character's physique for reference. Then the white-hair lady started inspecting the main character's legendary sword, because she wanted to gather some new data. The main character was not able to resist her advances, so she proceeded on giving the main character the Gulp Gulp 3000. Then he was not able to control his cultured desires, and he feed her with a fresh milkshake. After that, she interviewed the main character about his cultured habits, and the main character revealed that he was a 3 times a day person. So, she decided that he will go 4 times today. Then she installed her software to his hardware, and she immediately reached the enlightenment stage. The white-hair lady rides on the iron Pegasus, and she was using woman empowerment to dominate the main character. Therefore, the main character was suffering from success, and he gave her a creamy milkshake. Then the white-haired lady continued riding on the iron Pegasus. The main character wanted her to stop. However, his legendary sword has a mind of its own, so it keeps standing like a brave warrior. Then the clapping exercise continues, and created a big explosion. After that, she performed the Gulp Gulp 3000, because she wanted to extract the last batch from his storage facility. Then her super vacuum powers was able to drain the main character. Then she called the main character pathetic, because he was knocked down from their battle. That's the end of this cultural anime recap. Moral lesson of the story: always lock the door. Anyways, here is your special sauce, and make sure that it's limited to the culturally matured people only, and thank you for watching.